Looking for a couple of friends that I went to school with that I haven't seen in so long. One thing I know that we never really spoke about in school, I don't think, was race. It'll be interesting to ask them now how they felt at that time, if they felt any sort of way about their race in school, or if, like me, it hit them after school, basically in, like, the real world. Their experience might be completely different due to the fact that they're darker than me, but it's going to be interesting to find out. I can remember some of my experiences, like, what was it like for you?
It sounds silly, but I more so realised I was black or of a darker complexion when I reached the secondary school.
Okay.
I think for me, if we're going along the lines of racism, I experienced it in my older years. Coming from primary school, where I was the only fully dark-skinned black child, and then going into a secondary school where there's multiple black people, it was kind of not daunting, but it made me anxious because I've never been in an environment where there's multiple of us.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of stereotypes have been made about you girlies being black women?
Yeah, I think it's just a typical angry black girl, or, oh, a white person could say, what do you mean? And then I could say, what do you mean? And it could be like, oh no, your tone was a bit more aggressive than hers.
Yeah. You spent years like thinking, like, is it me? Is it something I've done? Is it what I'm wearing? Is it what I'm doing? Is it the way I'm moving? Is it how I speak? Is it anything? Is it the way I speak in an interview? When really it's just something as, you know, something you just, you're black.
I feel like, as you guys were saying about being deemed the angry black woman, like walking into a room and being seen as less approachable.
Yeah.
Just kind of having that feeling, you know, like, I think people get it so twisted sometimes, like, and think, oh, racism is literally calling someone the N-word or, like, racial slurs. But, like, for me in particular, it was an unconscious bias. So it was like, I knew it was there. I know why I'm feeling like this, but people can't see it. So people don't think it's there. People don't understand. And I think, for me, that's why I found it so hard to talk to a lot of my white friends. And I could only really talk to my family about it. But I just never, ever felt like anyone understood it.
They'll just dilute it because no one knows how to deal with it. It's awkward, it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's an important, it's strong subject.
Yeah.
And if we approach it head on, we could do something. We can't keep throwing it on the back burner. We can't keep doing it because where has that got us?
Yeah. Like, if I walk down the road and someone sees me, they're not going to say she's a black girl.
Oh,
like, and I understand my light skin privilege, and if I was darker, then it would have been a lot harder for me, I think, in the group. But I've still had those experiences.
When you're mixed race, like, people do identify you as black. They would more identify you as black than they would white.
Well, exactly.
They would. I'm sorry, but from time you're mixed, from time you're not pure white, you're something else.
No one can't take away from your experiences. So if you feel that you identify as being black, even though you're mixed race, it's part of who you are.